Good morning, everyone. It's Tanya of Cute and Cuddly Nursery. I thought I would do something a little different today, so I have these little lambs. Now, this one has had thread sculpting done to the face. This one has not, as you can tell from the side. So, oh, you can see Luciano in the background. Hopefully, the camera will just focus on these two. So this one I did yesterday. And I thought the face needed a little bit more character. So I just wanted to do a quick video on how I thread sculpt. Already made plushes. I forget where these guys are. These are Kelly Toy Brand. So I've taken off their cardboard that they were stuck to. I always get rid of the packaging. I have so many toys and the packaging always takes up so much room. So I just want to show you quickly what I do. So let's see, this guy's nose isn't as nice as that one, but that's okay. So I do use doll needles, and this one is super bent that I see. I don't know how to get them back to straight, but anyway, this is a doll needle that I use for thread sculpting as well, and I think it's a 5-inch if I remember correctly. So I use that if there's like big spaces or whatever. And now I realize I don't have any scissors. I'm just gonna cut that with my teeth then. So I've got, you know, not an overly long piece of string, probably 15 to 18 inches. So I'm just going to thread it on my, I use a curved needle. There we go. Not sure how big to say this is. But oops. So I'm just going to take that, and I want the eyes to be pushed in like the other one. Stop looking at the other one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go under here. Like you can see that it did come with some thread sculpting, but it's usually not very good. Sometimes, okay, so now alright, so I need to grab some scissors to take that out, so I'll be right back. I have some tiny pink ones, and I don't know what I did with them, so let's grab these larger ones. So I just want to cut the string, but not the plush. And then, I don't know, I usually remove these beforehand, but I wanted to show, of course, on the video. Of what I do, but I can't seem to find where this is, so I'll just try to fix as best as possible. Now he's kind of, it's still kind of in there. The other one was much easier to get out. I can feel it in the head, but I don't, you know, want to take him apart too much to take that out, of course. Oh, there we go. Okay, so, and he does have one of those disc rattlers in there. So anyhow, we've got the face all, you know, set free of anything. I'm just gonna set that little guy over there because he's trying to take the show. Okay, so I just want to move a bit closer so everyone can see. So just right underneath the chin here, that's where the other one was. So I use a needle like this so that I can go underneath. I make like a C shape so it gets a bunch of the stuffing behind. And then I just want to come up, where's the end of the needle here? I used to have a smaller one, and then somebody borrowed it and I didn't get it back. So just coming out next to the eye right here. And so then I'm gonna pull through, but not all of the thread. So then there's a tail still left down here, and then I want to go back in, not in the same hole, but slightly next to it. And so I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna come out. I'm gonna try to grab some stuffing back there. And then I want to try to come out the same, relatively the same area on this side of the face as I did the other. And so then with this one, I also want to go back in, and then come back out over here at the bottom. Okay, so then you can see I made a C shape with the stuffing inside. This is a little, squishier than when I used to make plushes, but that's fine. Okay, so now without tying, just grab your two strings and make sure that they're in the right spot when you pull, that your sheep is gonna have the right look. If not, you can take it out and try again. So I'm just gonna, I didn't knot it, I just tied a little bit. So I just want to see now how that's gonna look. Too much. So you can pull on the sheep if you have, if you pull too much one way. I'm not sure if I've got enough thread in there, but maybe. Now that I see this, the face is a little not symmetrical on the sheep as the other, but that's okay. Okay, I'm gonna start over. I don't like how this is looking. So I just pulled on it, and then I'm just undoing the little bit I did, and then just gently pull the string out. So I want to try to grab more stuffing behind it. So I'm going to do the same as I did before. Actually, I think I'll start on this side. We'll see what happens if I go the opposite direction. So I want to try to, with the same way. Oh, I hope I'm in frame here. I'll be next to a little at the corner of the eye down here. So then I'm gonna, oh, my battery's dying now, so hopefully we're okay. Alright, so then back out, and then we want to go back, back in here, and then scoop as much. There's that piece of, I don't know if you can see it next to the eye there, but that's the old, yeah, right there, the white one. That's the old thread, so I'm gonna have to get that out of there somehow. I'm just gonna pull it kind of tight, and then cut this string. There we go. Sorry, I'm just stick this right in your head. So then I'm gonna go back in. I don't know what it's focusing on, but, and then I want to reach kind of back to try to get as much stuffing as I can, and then I want to come back out next to the other spot where I went in. And I like the tails to be at least a little on the even side there. He's got a bigger cheek over here even. I don't know if I can. I may have to open this guy up. And as you can see, there's a line here, so that's where he's been originally sewn together. So I just want to pull these and make sure that they look. This one, I don't know. Okay, let's try it anyway again. So I just do a crisscross and then pull through, so make an X. Okay, so that looks pretty good. This side might need to be pulled a little, no, not that one, this one. There we go. I think that looks okay, so I'm just gonna leave that like that. Now I have my scissors, so I don't need as long of thread. I had about 10-12 inches here, so not too much. And I've lost it. Okay. So then I'm gonna thread this yet again. And then this time I'm gonna go in through the bottom of the neck. And then I'm gonna come out just below the mouth there, so. And then, like I said, try to get a bunch of the stuffing. So I've come out just where the mouth is, right below. And then I want to go right next to where I came out, if you can see that. And then kind of reach back again, and then come out on this side. It's kind of tricky to do this on camera. Now there's fabric in there that's keeping me from being able to push through, but there we go. Okay, now that I've messed up his poor little head. Okay, so now with this one, I'm gonna try to pull the strings to be close to the same as well. And then what this is gonna do is kind of like bunch up the area under here, and then it creates the little cheek look, and it pulls the mouth in a bit. So I don't know if you can see that, but now he's got the little, you can see the definition of the cheeks a little better. So I'm just gonna take my thread and make the little X again and pull, just to see how I want the face to look. So here it is. Sorry everybody, my battery died on me, so I had to stop and let it charge, and all three were actually dead. So anyhow, where I left off was we just kind of tied this, the strings should have 4. And then now that if you have your critter to where, you know, you are happy with how it looks, we're gonna go ahead and tie the strings. So I hope this is within, it's kind of within view. So I'm just going to tie it once, and it's secure. I'm just trying to make sure that they're in the right spot. This guy's face is sideways, but he's still cute nonetheless. Okay, so now this is where the 5-inch doll needle comes in. Now I don't want to poke where the knot is, I want to go just below or just above, and then I want to go out the back of the head here. I'm gonna cut the strings down a little And then I want to put them both into the eye of the needle. Maybe. Okay, so like that. And then push the needle through. Oh, that did not go as I had hoped because I wanted a little bit. I was hoping a little bit of string would still be there, so I'm gonna, since this one didn't go through as well, see a little bit of string came out, so I was hoping to be able to pull on it. So I made that a little too short, but that's okay. It hides itself inside the head. And I've spent 9 years making plush toys. I've mentioned that in videos before, but if you're just watching this for the first time, this method is also called needle sculpting, but you're using thread to sculpt, so I've always called it thread sculpting. Okay, so now I've got a longer tail, so I've kind of pulled it kind of tight and then cut it, and then that also will hide it into the body of your plush. So here's the finished sheep. And I'll grab the other one so you can see both together. So now both have the mouth pulled in, both have the eyes also thread sculpted and pulled in. So I think they look a lot cuter than before. So now these two I will put off to the side to go home with a finished reborn when I'm done with them, or a silicone, whichever. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this quick little tutorial on how I thread sculpt plushies. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'm gonna go work on some silicone, and I hope you have a wonderful day.